Welcome Pisces, this is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your April full moon in Libra reading. The full moon in Libra is occurring tomorrow late at night on the west coast of the US. It is occurring obviously in the very early morning hour of the next day, so on the East Coast. And I'm telling you this because I'm aware that many of you see me from other places in the world. And I just want to give you a range of the time in which this reading was done so that you can use that information however it works for you. We are clearly under the energy of the full moon in Libra. So let's get your overall energy, Pisces. The Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is indicating perhaps an offer that you've received to embark on a new business, a new course of study, a new training, or the early stages of a business or an opportunity. You may be looking to explore this yourself. It may seem small initially, but it can grow into something that will be prosperous, that will help you to build wealth or become abundant. This is also indicating that this is something you're really taking your time to understand thoroughly, to learn well, and as a result, this may take time. There may be a large investment of time required in order for you to not master the initial steps, but to really get a grounding in this arena that you are considering. So this is a card of starting something new, perhaps being inspired to become a student of a new area of expertise or endeavor. In the position of the moon, we have the Strength card. And the Strength card is showing me that you are really looking at the way that you are sharing resources with others, the way you may be managing the resources of the others, the way others may be investing in you, or you may be managing the investments of intimates. This can be you in a role where you're actually literally handling money or distributing a resource, executor of a will or an inheritance. Whatever it is, you are being asked to not only accept and understand the overall wishes of the group or the team, but to consider your actions as a part of your general support of the people involved, so that you are offering support, lending support, giving resources to those without a clear expectation of return. This can be where you may work as an executor of someone's estate without receiving recompense for that, maybe only receiving a share of that estate, the same share that others would receive. However, you are understanding ultimately that your efforts in this direction are part of your not only desire to support others, but your own maturity, your own ability to persevere, understanding that the support you give has recompense in many other invisible ways, and that the shares that others receive, if different from yours, are a result of a greater need that they may have, that you may not need the same things that others need, hence why you may have been chosen for this role. So this is merely an example of a position that you are placed in where you are helping others without significant compensation for the help, the support, and guidance that you offer. But you're understanding the rewards of that in other ways. In the position of the Sun, we have the Ace of Wands. Well, I'm liking this because I'm getting a story of you being inspired and invested in by others, by you being on a new path, moving in a new direction, particularly as it pertains to business. So somehow the ability to earn some training, to undertake some training, some education, an internship, and literal resources or investment in you is inspiring you to start something new, to grow something, to expand in a new, unfamiliar direction as a result of passion or inspiration that you feel. This is a beautiful card of a new start and your ability to literally gain something from the work that you do in giving and sharing resources with others. In the position of your present, you have the Seven of Pentacles. This is definitely painting a further story of your ability to look at the way you have been earning money, the work, whether paid or not, that you have just done, and the rewards you've received for it. So you understand that you are now about working smarter rather than harder, maximizing the benefits of your efforts, the rewards that you've earned, strategizing ways to earn more, and also recognizing that your efforts to support others are part of the growth and the strategy to maximize your efforts, your profits, your returns. This can actually be about you moving in a new direction from an area of employment that you've already been engaged in. Maybe you've been working as a graphic designer and you now have the ability or an offer to supervise a company that does some kind of creative product. That's simply an example, but you are in a position to be evaluating the work of others that contribute to a larger whole, and a way that you can not only increase the profit of that company, but you are gaining more in your ability to support others in that endeavor. Again, this is an example, but ultimately, you are on the path of your own prosperity. You are about wealth building. You're about doing business in a different, more comprehensive way that nets you a bigger return. In the past, we have the Hierophant, and this is indicating that you have learned are learning some very fundamental lesson about the way that you can grow your business, grow your profits or return, or gain more from the work that you are passionate about. Part of what you're learning is that by helping others to gain more, to learn more, to know and do more, you are actually not only sharing what you are learning, but you're also ultimately maximizing not simply the material rewards of your work, but the returns on that work, the pleasure in the work you do. Your expertise is growing in a way that allows you to teach, train yourself. Learning from your teachers, you're able to turn that around and perhaps develop a business in which you are teaching or training in the field of your long-time effort. You are learning the lesson of supporting others in a variety of ways so that your experience is really part of your arsenal, your resources, your tools in gaining these greater rewards of pleasure, of expertise, of knowledge, the ability to consult with other individuals or companies that want to know how you do things, that want to train or have you train them in a new way of maximizing progress, getting more out of effort. And that can mean pressure, managing stress, building motivation among employees, and other ways that all members of a team are gaining more, not simply money. In the future, you have the Hermit. And this is indicating to me again this process of gaining answers. The way that you learn, the way that you internalize the information that you gain from your mentors, your teachers, those authorities you respect, to validate and grow your internal sense of authority. Ultimately, you understand you are the greatest authority in your life, and your ability to practice that is modeling that for others. And part of what you're teaching others is that they too must be their own authority. They must be the one who provides the answers that they're seeking for themselves. This is a very sacred process. That means when you're learning, when you gain that knowledge, you must share it with others. That is the opportunity, the test, the real process of completion of what you've learned, what you've gained. The culmination of your wisdom is the ability to share it. I'm going to clarify the Strength card and the position of the Moon with the Tower card and the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. So you're in a huge transition, and my sense is that your industry, your school, your program, your business is experiencing the changes that all of us are experiencing in the world right now. There have been unexpected events, there have been disruptions, there has been a shift, a destruction in the conventional structures that we have relied on for a long time. Out of that, along the way to that, you have earned the karma through your ability to support others, to help others per their need, by overseeing the resources that you share with others to build a community that is not only prosperous, that is not only resource rich, but also has established this community that continues to support your growth, your pleasure, your appreciation of this process of community and mutual support. Helping others indeed profits you by lending you their ability and willingness to share their vulnerability with you, for your ability to support them in that, and for you to have been a part of the creation of this community that generates its own good feelings and pleasure, appreciation of your journey, of the work that you do in a holistic way. I'm also going to clarify the Seven of Pentacles in the present position with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Cups. You are personally opening up your heart in a way that I'm sensing may have been cordoned off for a long time. You employ your passion through your willingness and ability to support others. This is a key part of who you are, and you can do it in a way that can seem very vulnerable to you, a way that you can at times feel somewhat guarded or even foolish, but your vision, your wealth of compassion, ability to appreciate the process that you're going through, the desire for more information, to truly listen to others, the desire to document, record, and write about, speak about what you're experiencing is part of what you are teaching. You're following your own process, intending your own healing process. You are creating a rich document for others. And in fact, you're joining together with others to create this document, to write this book, to create this operations manual, to prepare this training, to write this curriculum. What it is you're sharing, you are joining with others and benefiting from the relationships you've been able to build over time as you have been tasked with managing the resources of others that you share. I hope this has been helpful to you, Pisces. If so, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I appreciate all the love that I receive from you. And I flipped the Courage card. I find the inner strength to face fears with confidence. Hoping that this has been helpful to you. I look forward to the next time that we can meet. And until then, Namaste.